Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. And first of all, from Harpreet and Kirpa, we hope everybody is doing well and keeping safe and their families are keeping well. And this is a quick video, as I normally make it around this time. It's my birthday on Monday the 1st, and I'm doing a fundraiser for Everything's 13. So I'm going to be doing it on Just Giving this year, not Facebook. So I'll leave a link in the description below and in my bio. Please check it out and donate. And if you haven't set up a monthly donation, then Just Giving is a good place to do that, and I'll mention that later. But in this video, I'd like to give you a quick update, overview on kind of some of the projects I've been involved in the last year, and give you an opportunity to comment below, and we can have a little chat on what's been going on. I would urge you to watch Bhai Harman Singh's pandemic review annual update video. It's a half an hour, very in-depth, granular insight into the work of Everything's 13, how the finances are distributed. He talks about the Amritsar Centre there, and it will give you real look into what the charity does. But I wanted to share from a personal point of view to hopefully just share with the Sangha, you know, what I've been up to. Ultimately, we're still in the pandemic, aren't we? So we're also working from home, and yes, while some things have changed, where we're back in the Guru Garden in some situations and going out and doing events, you know, we still very much are focused on trying to support the Sangha with regular content on YouTube and social media, spreading the message of Sikhi. So in terms of my role as a video editor, because this is a small part of the organisation, I'll just give you an oversight of what I've been up to. So Asa Diwar English Gatha has fully been released now, and if I'm not wrong, it's one of the only complete versions of English Gatha of Asa Diwar, which is a blessing to have available there. And having filmed and edited it myself was a blessing, and it's an absolute gem of a resource. And if you haven't listened to it, then definitely make the effort to listen to it, even if it's a little bit every day on your journey, or in the car, or you know, like whatever it is, or on YouTube. Of course, you can see all the translations and stuff, and you'll be surprised if you listen to Asa Diwar Kirtan or go to Samagams or whatever it is. Like, most of the sloks and like Bodhiyan, they relate to Sakhiyan, where Guru Nanak Dev Ji went to a certain place and did or said something, or Guru Angad Dev Ji, and to relate those Sakhiyan and remember them whilst you're singing it adds a lot. And the way that it's explained, and to the depth that it's explained, and the love that it's explained with is really heart touching. So that's something we're really, really grateful to have on the channel. Guruji's Kirpa. Slok Malanova also finished another great series by Baljit Singh. 25-minute videos going through a slok at a time, so very granular, very nitty-gritty, going right into the depths of each word meaning, and using real-life examples to explain the concepts that Guru Tegh Bahadur is trying to convey in Slok Malanova. And in celebration of their Gurpurab, the team released a Kirtan of Slok Malanova. This is recorded in the studio. It's really, really beautiful, and it has animations and kind of B-roll, if you will, that visually show the Bhakti, so it's quite nice for the children. It's a very nice track as well, so check that out on the channel. I've had many topical videos, and that will continue, because obviously that helps us to reach out to the wider global audience. Barama series by Bibi Gurpreet Kaur. Benji's done an amazing job to film and do that from Malaysia with their team there, and it's getting edited in the UK of every month, going into depth of each Shabad that Guru Arjan Dev Ji in their Bani of Barama, because there are various versions of it, describing the lesson in that month, and giving practical life examples and things to take away that are related to that month or that season. Really, really powerful. Good lessons to learn from. And we're back in the Gurdwara. So Bhai Sukhdeep Singh in London is doing Sukhmani Sahib Gatha every week, and it's being recorded and released on the channel. Absolute gem. I'm sure many of you have listened to or read Sukhmani Sahib, and to go into the depths of the meaning of it will only enhance your experience of that, and this is a much needed resource in English for the month. And in terms of like kind of events that we had throughout the year, like Vaisakhi this year, we had like some very specific videos that Gurpreet Benji made, 3 like in the making of Vaisakhi, in the making of the Khalsa and the Khalsa Dad. So not just sharing the Sakhi of Vaisakhi day itself, but the lead up to it is very, very interesting. So really good resource there. Moving away from basic Sikhi to Boss TV, a new channel that we started, Guruji's Kirpa, to try and connect with different audiences and maybe the newer generation that like podcasts and like interviews and discussion based prajar and vichar in that way that's different from sitting on the stage and speaking for an hour in a language they might not understand. And so many episodes of the podcast are come out now, and there's a new series called the Gurmukh series. So there's many Gursikhs and Sants and Bhagats that we hear about that have lived not so long ago, really, if you think about it, but we might not know the in-depths of their lives, or might struggle to connect to books that are written in Punjabi. So these longer discussions on those Gursikhs really is a good hit on the channel. You know, so people are really enjoying learning about, you know, these prominent, respected, loved Gursikhs that we can learn from their lives, and Guru Sahib Kirpa implement it into our lives and change our lives. And the reaction videos as well, of course, like everybody loves that kind of content, and so I had a lot of viral content around like reacting to other videos on the internet that are silly, if you don't mind me saying. So yeah, you know, that's the channels, but you know, naturally people are on social media, and so whatever impact we can have, the better, people are on social media. If we can provide them with Sikhi content where they can watch that instead of other content, then that would be good. So, you know, we're always innovating. We're on Instagram Reels, we're on TikTok now. You know, most of our videos get 10,000 views plus on Instagram, and we're always trying to innovate there so that the message of Sikhi can be found and it can be learnt from, and hopefully push people from social media to YouTube to learn more and seek more into their spiritual journey. So onto events now. You know, we're back doing events now as safely as possible. The Wahguru course, 14-week course going into the in-depth history of the Gurus. No excuse for anybody now to not really know our history, including myself. That's happening in Smethwick by Sukhdeep Singh every week. Live Divans by Baljit Singh is doing live Divans every month. Guru Sahib Kirpa, I have the opportunity to go to them and film them and edit them, put them on the channel, and very well received. That they'll do Kirtan and Katha and make it very relevant to current day life, but taking in the wisdom of the Gurus is very, very powerful. And if you haven't watched any of those Divans or attended them, if you live in the area, make the effort, because they are honestly life-changing. We look at just have a look for yourself. It's amazing. Sri Nanak Prakash now, this is an audio English Gatha that's released on our podcast platforms like Apple, Google, and Spotify and SoundCloud, and Bhai Harman Singh does them live on Zoom every Friday and Saturday night. It's Saturday and Sunday for some time zones, and honestly it is amazing. Like, if you get the chance, have a listen, but if you can attend live as well, tune in and you can hear the in-depth history of Guru Nanak Dev Ji at the moment. That's what they're going through, and the detail and the love that Bhai Sahib goes into, it really brings to life the Sakya, and also bringing real life current examples into it so that we can relate and learn from it. Again, another powerful series on the platform. That's going to be a long-term project that this is involved with, and editing it and kind of marketing it with the design team. And of course we're touring, going around different Guru Gardens, you know, wherever there's talks or uni talks needed or Gatha, you know, we try and get those booked in, and obviously free of charge we do that. We don't charge for Prajar in that sense. So in the last year, that's just a few of the things that I would like to discuss. But in terms of upcoming, like animations, really exciting, you know, new form of content, and being a new father myself, you know, seeing what my daughter watches, you know, I'd always crave and wish for to watch more Sikhi based things, so we are putting efforts into that, but you'd be surprised how much needs to go into animation. So I can't say too much on that, but really exciting animation projects we're working on in the background, which can't wait to share with you. And Bhai Gurdas Ji Vara, Bhai Gurdas Ji, respected Gursikh, the original scribe Guru Granth Sahib Ji. They've written Vara ballads that are respected and accepted in the Banth, and are known to be like the key to Gurbani. Like, they explain Gurbani, and it's quite lengthy what they've written, and it's a long-term project, but it needs to be done where it needs to be translated into English in a relatable way. So we're looking into this project now and planning it, and Guru Sahib Kirpa, watch this space, we'll look to start that project, and it'll be really, really powerful series, I think. And Japji Sahib, naturally you'll know that if you're a fan of the channel, that Japji Sahib was one of the first things that came out on the channel. But we're looking at doing like a more condensed, summarized version of it. So that's kind of another project that's in the background working on. And then Camp in December, like just looking into that at the moment, and that might go ahead, so that's quite an exciting thing. So that's some of the projects that's happened in the last year. And in terms of stats, like in the last year we've had 7.6 million views on the channel, so huge impact, continuous growth. Guru Sahib's Kirpa approaching 200,000 subscribers on the channel now, and that equates to 677,000 hours of the Guru's message watched. So this is impactful, I mean, in terms of Instagram, that's probably our next most powerful platform, and we've got the biggest reach, 117,000 followers now. So that's just a few of the things that I wanted to discuss with you that we've been up to in the last year, but that's not even scratching the surface. I mean, I've just talked about basics there. I'm not talking about Mighty Khasa, Kiri Sangat, CPA, Guru Prasad Vidyala, and some, all the things that the Prachariks do on a local level. And financially it's been tough for the organisation, as I'm sure it has for many individuals and businesses and organisations during the lockdowns and the pandemic. And financially we have it is a challenge to always fundraise, and with the loss of Virgin Money Giving as well, they've shut down. Not sure if you heard of that. We're moving to justgiving.com. So if you had a monthly donation set up on Virgin Money Giving, then please make the effort to pop over to Just Giving and set it up. It's like a 2 to 3 minute process, really quick, and the monthly donations really help the charity to project forward financially and plan. So it's a shame that like we're relatively intelligent and well-off Banth, aren't we? And it's a shame that we have to do these appeals and kind of struggle with the challenges of fundraising for Sikhi education. We're quite behind in that way, and I think we need to do a lot of work. And if you have skills that you can offer and you feel like you could offer to the Banth, then like we have a Sevadar network, we have employees and we have people that are full-time on, but we have a bigger Sevadar network that support the charity. So I'll leave a link for that description below. But even helping all the other Pracharak organisations and filling gaps, like we've got a lot work to do to work on our Sikhi education for our generation and the future generations. So monthly donations really, really help. And if you haven't set one up ever, then it's really, really easy. You can use PayPal, you can use Apple Pay, you can use your debit card. You just put in your account details, choose how much monthly you want to pay. It gives you an option to pay Just Giving to help them as an organisation, but you can choose to do that. You can also opt out, you can press 0, and if you're in the UK, make sure you select Gift Aid as well. And in terms of my fundraiser, the link is in the description in the bio. So I'm fundraising as well, so for my birthday, so if you'd like to donate a one-off to that, then that would be highly appreciated. And hopefully Guru Sahib's Kirpa, the work and impact of Everything's 13 has touched your life, for someone that and that you see that the charity has a place in the Banth, that like ultimately it's langar is free to eat. We never think like, how much is that going to cost, but we all know that it's not free to make, and it runs through donations, doesn't it? And in the same way, that's the langar of Bhoj, but there's the langar of Gur Shabad, the Guru's shabad, the Guru's words, the Guru's teachings, and that's a langar that should also be spread globally, and it's free to consume, and we don't charge for prachar. We go out and do talks and katha and do these events and make these videos, but ultimately it's not free to make. The charity needs that financial support to sustain itself, and ultimately not just sustain but grow, so we do more projects that we want to do, but you know, sometimes can be limited by finances. So that's it for my update. Hope you enjoyed this video, and please comment below what series or videos that you've really enjoyed in the last year and what you would like to see coming up, and we'll definitely take that into consideration, because we do listen to the Sangat. Ultimately we work with the Sangat and for the Sangat, and we wish you all well. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.